Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely impressed with his confidence, with his energy, with his dynamism, with his spirit, with his willingness and enthusiasm. And all those qualities are the perfect mix in him going on to have a great career.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Passing is crisp and sharp. In with the challenge. Nacho. He's got away. Oh, good ball, and this looks... There's the hit! They've scored! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
But pour l'équipe de Côte d'Ivoire. Après 16 minutes de jeu par le numéro 22.
Ivory Coast have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And here's Morata. Oh, it's come loose. Foot in.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pedri puts his foot on the gas. Rodri. Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz! He's looking wide. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. Gets a good foot in there. Yamal. Oh, this looks sharp. And they can counter here.
Spain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Great position here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers would be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Fabian Ruiz! So what can they make of this? Nico Williams. There's a searching pass. Morata! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
And we have our very first corner. Big header! Shot a goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Carvajal really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Pedri has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Played into space out wide. Nicely intercepted. The normal. Carvajal. Yamal. Now Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. It'll be a throw-in.
Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le numéro 15. À sa place, le numéro 11. Changement.
Spain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Interesting ball. Now this could be a chance.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Nacho. And Cucurella.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
He's a sharp little ball here. And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Rodri, distributed tidily. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Engages and forces him off the ball. Aim forwards. Carvajal. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Out of play for a throw. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Up he goes! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increased.
Morata! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Terrible error, duly punished. So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Well, they can break here.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Hits one! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, smashing header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cleared without complication. Might be danger here. Now the finish! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
He's having a go! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Carvajal. There will be a throw-in. Rodri.
3 minutos de descuento.
Yamal. Now it's Pedri. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. Reflections on the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And we are back underway.
Ivory Coast clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Morata. That's a good ball out wide. Yamal looking to run onto it. And that is out of play. Rodri works it forward. Now it's Morata. Now it's Pedri, Morata, and the finish! Goal! Spain! And they've got their lead back. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Marcó en el minuto 61 el dorsal 7.
Spain go into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Nico Williams. It's Pedri. Oh, this looks sharp. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Yamal! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
El dorsal 19. Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 8 será reemplazado por el dorsal 6. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Nico Williams. Now it's Morata. Pedri. Carvajal looking for the run. Pedri. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. In with the challenge. Yamal, and he's been shifted off it. Spain, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 19. El dorsal 17 serán sustituidos por
And he cuts
el
out the
dorsal
supply.
10, el dorsal 11.
Out to the right. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get it? He's had a hit! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Time for a change in personnel. So the die is cast. It is... And there goes the final whistle. Ivory Coast were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Ivory Coast really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, to be perfectly honest, Peter, it was hard to see any other outcome. Ruthless opponents who were intent on exploiting their very obvious advantage.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Se ruega a su abuelo que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio.